Like, I'm hot and I have a chance to be hotter. Like, why wouldn't I take advantage of that, you know? I have not been on YouTube in so long, it's honestly disgraceful. But anyway, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. For those of you that are new, I'm just gonna do my makeup and pretty much, I guess, update you on my life, but also what I've been doing for the year, pretty much where I've been for the most part. So let's get into it. So, like, how's everybody doing? Like, I'm really weak right now because I literally haven't been on YouTube in months. Like, I honestly don't even remember when my last video was. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. My last video was 10 months ago. 10 months ago. But a lot has been going on. So, like, so hate me, but we're back for now. We're back here for now. I think for me, YouTube, honestly, there's a lot of work that's required for YouTube and what you have to do to grow. And sometimes I literally just don't have the time or capacity to make videos that often for the most part. I feel like this is probably the easiest way for me to update y'all on what goes on with me and like the stuff that I'm doing and the stuff that I'm involved in. But yeah, like, I kind of was just going through a lot of changes. I really was getting bored with like my curly hair, and y'all already know I normally don't have any major complaints per se about my curly hair, but when I tell y'all, doing curly hair was really becoming like the bane of my existence, and the only thing that was making me happy was straightening my hair. So that's probably one thing that has gone on this year, and with that I've become a lot more open to straightening my hair often and stuff like that. And I think hair for the most part was kind of like becoming, I don't want to say a crutch, but it was just like something that was holding me up. Because it's like with curly hair, it's like, oh, you don't want to straighten it too often because you don't want to damage it. Oh, you don't want to do this because you don't want to damage it. Oh, you don't want to do that with the possibility of damage. And after a while, I kind of just stopped giving a fuck for real. And I really was just like, if straightening my hair is what's going to make me happy right now and prevent me from shaving all of it off, I'm going to straighten it. So literally that's what I was doing. I don't change my hairstyles that often, especially when my hair is curly. Like, when my hair is curly, I'm doing a wash and go. It's the easiest thing for me to do. My hair is clean. I like how my natural curls look and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm doing a wash and go. But when you do a wash and go all the time, nobody want to see that all the time. I didn't even want to see that. So I was braiding it. And then, like I said, I just got more comfortable straightening my hair more often. And for me, it's like, I'm one of those people, I don't want to straighten my hair to the point of damage. Because, you know, the day that I do decide that I want to wear my hair curly, I'm like, she still needs to look good. It still needs to look good. I did date for a little bit. That, it started off fun. And you know how people do, they lie badly. So that fell through. And then I kind of, for the most part, was just like keeping to myself. Like, I did go on a few more dates after that. But men just don't be interested enough, fine enough, anything enough to really like hold my attention for too long, unfortunately. And I am very picky about like the kind of company I keep, but also like what I like. I'm very like to the T about what I like. Certain people that I've come into contact with, I just honestly think that we function better as friends. I would love to be in a relationship with a man that's serious, but they do not be serious out here, and I ain't got the time for it. So that's dating. My 50 million travels to New York City. Let's talk about it. So I've been in Philly for a year and a half, and it's great, but the amount of time that I have spent in New York over the last year is criminal. Like, I'm literally paying rent here, and I'm in New York because I'm working. I'm in New York because one of my friends is having an event and I know that all of my friends are going and I don't want to be at home, so I'm gonna pull up to New York. I'm at the point now where I'm ready to move back home. Like, it's so bad because I was excited to come out here to Philly. I absolutely love my apartment, but I hate the building. So like, the building is terrible. I'm starting to hate the area. I don't really like the people here. So what does that mean? I'm going home. So I've already been looking at apartments. I have been, you know, doing my research and stuff like that. I literally just have to do tours so that I can really like figure out where I'm interested in. My lease is up in, what was that, like May, June or something like that. So I have a little bit of time to really like get things in order. Not a super long amount of time, but I really need to like figure it out stat. Work this year has just been insane, and if you're following me on Instagram, then you've probably seen like a lot of the projects that I've been on. So I've worked on like color of the month with the sneakers app for the Philadelphia stop. I also had Nike in the hood earlier this year, taking them to a few of my favorite places in the Bronx. Also getting picked up to be a co-host on a show on Revolt called Rate 'em, where we rate sneakers on a 5-point scale. So that was also really fun. That was probably one of the highlights of the year for me, especially because I wanted to be able to take some of the content and stuff that I was kind of doing and have them live pretty much on a bigger platform with a bigger network. So I really could not have asked for a better year in terms of work. I feel like this was one of my best years yet, and I feel like it's only going to be up here from here. Yeah, y'all really need to follow me on Instagram because all the first news, the first tea goes to Instagram. So I'm getting my boobs done, and yes, I'm whispering, I don't know why, but like, I'm getting a breast augmentation, or I'm scheduled to get a breast augmentation. And I say scheduled only because I still have to do like final blood work and get clearance from my primary care physician. And then once I have all of that stuff cleared, I will, you know, be good to go. So literally the only thing that could stop me or deter me at this point would be my doctor. So I'm praying that all goes well with like my blood work and everything like that, so I could pretty much, you know, go do what I gotta do. People had a lot of questions about it, but also people were trying to take shots at my confidence. Talk about, you seem confident, why would you want to do that, baby? It has nothing to do with my confidence, trust me. Like, I be out here, no bra, tank tops, all types of stuff, you know, living my best life. But the way I see it is like, I'm hot and I have a chance to be hotter. Like, why wouldn't I take advantage of that, you know? All right, y'all, thanks so much for tuning into this where have I been kind of video. This is the final look. I'm gonna include all the products down below. I'm gonna try to do better on YouTube in the new year. Don't hold me to that, but if y'all want to see what I'm doing in the meantime, in between time, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, because that's where my day-to-day updates kind of live. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all in the next video.